Hello. Alright, so yesterday I got a chance to see Onward a little early before it comes out, and I'm gonna be real with you guys. It's not bad. Look, this is a full-on spoiler review. There's no cursing. It's just real. I don't need my glasses. I need my glasses. Be taken off. I just kind of want to be taken serious for a second. It's a good movie. It sticks to the old Disney quota of you kind of have to enjoy what's out of this, you know? It's about Alan and Barley, two brothers that kind of lose their father, a little brother who never met his dad, um, big brother who already met him but never got a chance to say goodbye to him. I think their dad caught cancer in this world. This is a very fictional story, but it takes a lot of real world elements. Wizards used to be a thing, magic used to be a thing in this world, and magic no longer exists. And everybody thinks, oh, magic is just this thing that doesn't happen anymore. You know what I'm saying? But there's like magical beasts. People know about it, but people think like if you talk about it or you practice it, you're out of your mind, or it's just in video games. That world is kind of stylized and really weird. Like unicorns are just like little weird like digging in garbage rats of this world. Like it's really freaking weird, my man. Unicorns, okay, they look dirty. Barley and Alan both, both don't get along as well. Alan is just constantly trying to like bully Barley. Barley's bullying Alan and trying to make Alan be like, play his game and be cool. But Alan, he's not yet his own man because he just turned 16. And, he's thinking about his dad, because like, I want to meet him. Like, what was he like? And, you get to hear some things. And before he leaves to go off to school to get breakfast, at their Krispy Kreme, nice advertisement, Krispy Kreme, and Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know, like there's advertisements in here. It's Disney, but he sits there. He meets one of his dad's old high school friends or college mates, and his dad. He tells him about his dad. Like, yo, he was outgoing. He had his energy. He could step into a room and be a magnet. And Alan is just like, what? Because you just imagine you hear something about your parent before like they were alive. You just hear stuff about them and you're just like, yo, that's crazy. Like, I never knew they were like alive. Like, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I take it 100% as that's kind of awesome. It's kind of awesome. That's kind of awesome. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get to hear something about his dad. Over the movie, we get the brothers. After Alan comes home, Barley comes to school, humiliates him, and he's just like, "Are you dead ass, bro?" Like I said, I would take the bus, but he was getting picked up by his older brother. His older brother wants to be a part of his life and wants to enjoy it. Barley does get in trouble a lot with the law because their dad is dating a new police officer, a cop, Officer Swanson. He's a weird horse guy. He's a centaur. He's a centaur, half man, half horse, and dude, he's played by one of the old actors from Cheers. Amazing voice. When you hear the voice, you're like, yo, I know that voice. Like, he plays Ham the pig on Toy Story. He's a beautiful actor. Thank God he's still with us. Amazing man. He played that character really well. What's annoying about Barley is he's always getting in trouble. They're stopping national landmarks from being torn down. Listen to the kid. He's kind of the history of talent. I think New York City, there's a lot of places in New York City that has historical value. They shouldn't be taken away. They shouldn't be ripped apart. They shouldn't be shut down. They shouldn't be removed. A lot of these buildings have historical value because a lot of crazy shit's happened in them. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you need kind of paper, facts, evidence to find out how old this shit is. How old is the city? You know what I'm saying? It's too much to go off of. But him and Alan get this gift from their dad that brings him back so he can see his family one more time. And to be real with you, there's a scene in the movie where Alan uses the spell. Barley could have helped him out, but doesn't get a chance to. Barley kind of does. I think he's a little jealous because he wish he was a wizard because he's trying to summon his dad, but in reality, they don't have enough of the stone to finish the magic to bring him back because they have a small piece of the stone but brings back half of their father. So for the whole movie they're running around with half their pops to go find another stone. The mom is kind of worried, like, did these guys just run away? And over the movie you get the growth of Alan. Alan just wants to be more like his dad. He even writes a list of stuff that they could do with their father when they bring him back, because he's back. He's back for only 24 hours, so I'm guessing he's removed from time for 24 hours. Like, they don't bring him back from the dead. I think they remove him from time for 24 hours. I'm not sure how it is, unless they do bring him back for a short amount of time. That it's a very complicated spell. That's why the Phoenix gems were scattered around the world, I'm guessing, to perform the spell to bring a person back for a short amount of time. And I'm not gonna lie to you, that's kind of cool. So they go on a mission to find one of the gems. But the best part about it is the brothers don't get along, but they learn to get along with each other. They learn to have fun, but eventually it comes to this spell. After they find a minotaur, they find she's like not minotaur. She's like a griffin. She's a powerful warrior. And then they meet some pixies, and then they cause some problems. And Barley's telling to the pixies, like, you guys used to fly, and now you're lazy as fuck. Basically. Chris Pratt and Tom Holland are amazing as Barley and Alan. They both have this energy that, like, they feel like older brother, little brother. And the movie's just wholesome, guys. It's just so good. It is about losing someone and saying those final words. Because closer to the end, when they find the next Phoenix gem, it's been right under their nose the whole time. It's been in their town. They went in a complete circle. If they would have went to Raven's Point, which is the mountain, they would have lost their father. But they went to Raven's Point, which ravens are pointing, and then they find where the Phoenix gem was in this old well in their town that they're gonna break apart. The old well basically harnesses the last Phoenix gem. So I was like, that's crazy. So if there are ever historical landmarks in your city or town, keep them reserved. They're there for a reason. They're not there to be destroyed and forgotten. They're there for a reason. Like, I believe everything is placed somewhere for a certain reason. You know what I'm saying? Grid-wise, map-wise, technology-wise, shit is there for a reason. So, the moment that happens, they get the rest of their dad brought back, but the final conclusion is the curse. And the curse, which the Griffin didn't tell them, the curse is a dragon. it's a hilarious dragon. This movie keeps woe and funny on point. And I think closest to the end, where Alan's mad at Barley, like, yo, we should just went to Raven's Peak. We should have went to the mountain. We fucking wasted time and we came back around the circle. Are you serious? And he's like, I'm sorry, man, but this has to be it. He's like, bro, for real, we fought gelatinous slime and gelatinous blob. Are you kidding me? And then it ended back in that town. What's annoying about it is they sat down and Alan wrote out this list that he would do with his dad. It was talk, go on for a walk, play catch, just be like dad. But in reality, he was becoming his own man. His mom was even like, good for him. You know, like, he's like, your son let me have it. And she's like, good for him. You know, their mom seeing, his mom was hearing about what's happening with her son, and Alan is growing. She's like, good for him. Parents want to see their kids grow. Parents want to see their kids mature and blossom, and it's always late for them. Everyone's a late bloomer. Even me, I've definitely been a late bloomer in my life. It's kind of weird. Don't ask questions how and why. It's just things happen. So the moment your own parent is looking at, like, my son is making strides and they're growing as an individual, that's beautiful. This movie does give us that moment of, like, he couldn't, Alan still couldn't meet his dad. He couldn't say goodbye to his dad. But what he lost in a father, he did gain in an older brother. His older brother did stick around. His older brother did love him, care about him. His older brother taught him how to ride a bike, pushed him into the water. His older brother played with him. He didn't have a dad, but he had an older brother growing up. And eventually, to the end, the older brother who never got a chance to say goodbye to his father, he did say goodbye to his father. He did say goodbye to the man that he grew up with. You know, cancer took their dad, or whatever the universe's version of cancer was that took his dad. They grew up with him, you know, and he grew up with him. And he got a chance to say goodbye when you can't. And I think that's a beautiful message. We all don't have a chance to ever say goodbye to someone when they're gone. If they, God forbid, take their own lives, or if they just die of circumstances. You never know how long you are with a person. I believe life is long depending on where you do live and depending on how you spend this time on this earth. These videos will always be recorded and left behind as my legacy whenever I'm frozen. I don't want to be buried or burned. I want to be frozen. I don't agree with the way people choose death. I'm like, nah, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna be frozen in ice. And so you can be brought back to life? I'm like, no, so I can be preserved intact. I think that's kind of the thing I wanted. It's, you know, it's respect the dead. If I am buried or burned, I will haunt everyone I fucking know because I want to be frozen. I feel like that's something I can choose before I die. And my mom is like, I don't think they have that. You gotta look that up. I'm like, damn. But I know eventually I will go, but I'm going to go on my own terms. I'm going to go how I want to go. And I feel that's something people have to respect. You know what I'm saying? With this movie, it's a play on words. Onward is moving onward, moving forward, and moving onwards to your life. Yeah, onwards to the journey. But at the same time, the journey is not just fighting the giant monsters, also caring about those who have come and who have gone, and they move onward with their lives, and you're moving onward with your life. You didn't get a chance to say goodbye, but just know that they know you mean goodbye. You know what I'm saying? Goodbye necessarily isn't forever, but neither is forever. You know, it's hard to explain with that one. Everything has an end, but there's also a beginning, and I think we cherish those moments. And this movie really cherishes the bond of brother, father, son, mother, and growth. This movie is a family movie. This movie is what it is. Even yeah, Disney did steal that art that's on that van. I feel like it should have been a dragon, but that would lead up to the end of the movie where they fight a cursed dragon. But the mom became a warrior. The son became more strong and confident in himself, and he spoke up more. He wasn't like his dad. He was like himself. And the older brother, I think now he's more like, I think he's going to be a historian. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be a historian. And the cop father kind of like, Barley was right. I think I should start running more and jogging and being about myself. And I'm like, oh, beautiful. Centaur. Their family is wonderful. And this movie was wonderful. There was this little kid in my theater who was cute. She just said the cutest things and the people laughed. And then she got annoying. So, yeah. Watch out for the annoying little kids, but enjoy the movie. Take your kids out to see it. This Sonic are good family movies. People should enjoy these movies. I'm not doubting it. It's a wonderful. Thank you for Onward. Thank you for the beautiful voice cast. Disney, thank you. I'm sorry this isn't really edited and stylized, just a close of my ugly mug, but the movie was good, so just go watch it. And thank you for watching this. It's a small review. I didn't feel like editing everything together. I might do an edited version. I might not. I probably won't do an edited version. This is all you get. So from me to you, remember to never give up, never surrender, mad love, peace, and I'm out.